Hey everybody, got your notes from last week? Do you know what you are? Are you control country, peace country, perfect country, or fun country? Or what mix are you? What are you, number 1, 2, 3, and 4? Now I said you could pick a couple different ones, so if you had them in order of preference, really, what did you choose first? Did you choose being the producer, your director, or the lead actress, or are you the person in the audience? So I hope you got your notes with you from last week because we're going to delve into this. Now, first of all, let's talk about the language and the motivations of our directors, our control country person. Now, I know right away you're thinking, control country person, that's negative, you know, they're jerks. Not really. Control country people are the people that get things done in our lives. Now, they're really, really good at getting things done. They're not really good at necessarily being politically correct or getting the details right, okay? I'm a control country person, and my partners here at Creative Edge often give me a real hard time about not getting the details right. But also, a lot of things wouldn't get done, and if I wasn't around, getting them done, making sure they get done. So, and it's also because I'm the director on set, and so a lot of times I'm the jerk. Imagine that, this face, the jerk. Oh, anyway. So let's talk about the language that we use for control country and the kind of language that turns us on. If you have a customer in front of you that's a control country person, you come in, they're on the phone, they're quick to action, they're looking down at the cases, they got to get things done. Their body language is fast, and it's all about getting things done. Well, that's the language that we use with them. Well, let's get this done. You got places to go, you got places to be. You know what? You don't need to give him the whole spiel about the specific gravity of a diamond or the carat or whether there's a culet present there or the thickness of the girdle. They don't care about that stuff. They see a price tag, they like it, they want to know, what it's going to do for them, and boom, they're out the door. So use this type of language with these customers, but also use this type of language with the people you work with. If you got a control country person, they like to hear, let's get it done. I got to look at my notes here. It's very far away. I need glasses. Control. They love the word. Man, you really got good control of this situation. Okay, let's get it done. I appreciate what you've done. I appreciate the work that you do. I appreciate how much you get done. Okay, you really accomplish a lot, or let's accomplish something. Those are the types of words. And then finally, achieve, okay? So if you use that type of language, and I have it all here on the presentation, those are the types of things that really turn on a control country person. So, you can look at all of this and say, well, I'm just going to mimic the person that's in front of me. And that's kind of the old adage of thinking, but it's more importantly than just mimicking them is understanding the wiring and the words to use for them. You're going to close a lot more sales this way than just memorizing a sales spiel, okay? Because that sales spiel will work on 25% of your people. Well, what about the rest of the 75%, okay? And if you know the kind of person that's in front of you and the kind of words that turn them on, by golly, you're going to close a lot more sales. And you're going to gain a lot more respect among team members, okay? Let's take another example here. Let's look at fun country person. And let's look at this from a team perspective, not a customer perspective. You have a person on your team, remember Jessica? She was a fun country person. She's all about planning the party. She's all about what's going to happen that night. She's all about people, hugs, yada, 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 that type of thing. That's Jessica. That's what makes her tick. Well, you're going to get along a lot better with her if, number one, you understand that that's how she's wired, that's what motivates her, and that's where she lives life in her sweet spot, is having fun. That's not to say that she's not a control person or has some elements of that, or maybe she's a perfectionist, maybe she's a little OCD, so she has some elements of perfect or peace in her. Again, we're all made up of a mixture of these, but if her primary language, we'll call it her love language, is fun, then you have to use words like, man, you really inspire me, okay? You're fun to be around. You are a bright, shining person in my day. You know, I really enjoy my time with you, or I love it when you come in. You always make me feel good, okay? And then let's see, what else? Funny, great. What else do I have? I can't even see my notes. I need glasses. Fun, good time. You know, this is the type of language that we want to use with her. And now, all of a sudden, she's going to say, just like I said last week, well, she really gets me, you know? And now you're going to have respect among the team. Now, what do we do with a fun country person when they come walking in our store? Well, we give them an audience. We gather people around. Hey, I got a fun one here, Sandy. Bring them on over. Let's give her an audience. She's going to be talking about I, we, me, the dog, the family, the kids, the husband, the late husband, the ex-husband, whatever. She's going to be out there. And you guys all know it. There's these fun people that come in with these big, colorful Coach and Louis Vuitton bags and the colorful hair, colorful clothes. They're fun country. Give them an audience. Team sell them, okay? Use fun country language, like what you got here. You know what? You put a big necklace on. Is that ever fun? Okay? Use that type of language with them, and they're done. They're sold. Okay? You give them that type of audience. So that's fun country people. Now, let's talk about perfect country people. I really like perfect country people because Zig Ziglar had mentioned, he said, you know, the best salespeople tend not to be control and fun country people, but perfect country people. And why? Because they will actually study and they will take the time to learn these languages and to learn how to sell to each individual person. You know, us fun country people, that's me, we tend to think, I got this. I know how to talk to people. People love me, people. But the perfect country people are the ones that actually sit down and study this, okay? And they tend to be the better salespeople just because they're willing to take the time to learn it. So let's talk about a perfect country person. If you got some in your store, you know what you need to do with them? What I did is you put them in charge of the Stellar orders, you put them at the bench, you put them in charge of your accounts payable or accounts receivable, you put them in charge of your QuickBooks, you put them in charge of repair checking, you put them in charge of calling customers. These people are going to get it done, and they're going to get it done right. And fun country people and control country people really need perfect country people, okay? So we're all a big painting here, and we're all very important. So let's talk about the words for perfect country people. I'm going to bring my notes closer. The words we want to use are, you know, this is really an ideal situation you've created here, okay? I appreciate how sensitive you've been to the needs of this customer. Yeah, oops, I'm back at fun. You know, you've really done this, right? You've really thought this through. And I appreciate the detail by which you've, you know, your attention to detail on this project. You know what? It's a perfect system. You've developed a perfect system, okay? I put perfect country in charge of planning my repair. This goes into this drawer, goes into this drawer, it gets scanned into the edge, et cetera, et cetera. I put perfect country people in charge of that, and then I put them in charge of teaching everybody else, okay? Next, let's talk about peace country. Now, peace country are very important people because when you get a peace country person in your store, they're going to listen to your spiel. They are all about everybody happy and kumbaya, okay? Give peace a chance. So peace country people are very important because they are a fantastic balance for all this other craziness that's going on in the store, okay? And a large percentage of the population is peace country people. In fact, a little bit more of the population is peace country people as opposed to control, fun, and perfect. Why do you think if you look at an auditorium, there's 3,000 seats out here and there's 10 actors on stage, okay? Peace country. Control, fun. So just think about that a little bit. So peace country people are very important. And when they come into your store, it's very important for you to understand that, that they are accepted, and the way they're thinking is fantastic, and that you appreciate and respect how they feel about something, okay? They're all about getting along. And so you want to use language like I've got written here, no hassle. It's all going to be taken care of. I'm going to fill out a credit app. I'll do all the work for you. So all you got to do is pick the gemstone, okay? That type of thing. That type of language speaks to them. So relax, low key, low maintenance, respect. You're really a smart person, okay? So they are very appreciative of who they are. So you need to respect them for that. So that's Peace Country. Now, I got all of this from a thing called the Flag Page Test. You can go on. It's $15 a piece. I'm not being paid to say this. It's no connection to jewelry store training at all. It's just a fantastic little tool that told me what my motivations are. Now, if you go to the Flag Page Test and you have this done for everybody on your team, which I highly recommend, and I also highly recommend having your prospective salespeople and your prospective employees take one of these tests as well, so we can find out what their motivations are. But if you do this, there's some really neat things that happen from it. There's also the About Me card, so you can do that one too. And then I've included a slide here that shows what my About Me card page looks like. And this is very similar to what the Flag Page test looks like. If you look at me here, for example, I am Fun Country. I've got 156 points for Fun Country. And then I'm Control Country, so I'm pretty equal fun and control. I'm pretty high in Perfect Country too, which means I'm all about having fun, but I'm all about controlling that fun. and then my Perfect Country is high, my Peace Country is really low. So the moral of my story, if you look at Jimmy DeGroat, is we're going to have a party. I'm going to plan the party. You're coming. And when we're done, we're going to clean up. That's the, kind of the moral of my world. Now, it also talks to you about, it also tells you the neat things about words that inspire you. And you see here, looking at mine, what the do's for me and what the don'ts for me are. I love this because what we do here at Creative Edge and every organization I'm a part of is we fill out one of these things and then we put it on our door, or we put it in our office, or in your case at the jewelry store, put them in the back room. So when somebody's sitting there eating a peanut butter sandwich, they can sit and look at what Linda's motivations are and just really start to understand each other. Then we can learn to talk to each other in each other's language. And then we can stop firing people because we just don't get them. Okay? And we can stop judging people, and we can stop actually hating and disrespecting people because we don't get them. Once we get how they're wired, and once we get their motivations, we just all of a sudden now build a huge team, and we build teamwork. So, very, very, very important. I know a lot of you have done this years ago and you've got away from it. Time to get back to it and understand it. But it's also time to translate this to how do we talk to customers, okay? I've included a little thing here about the language. It's kind of a summary page of the language that we use for those people. And what I recommend is you do some practice, okay? When you turn this off now, it's been 15 minutes, so I'm gonna turn this off and get out of here so that you can start having a discussion and practice. All right, what are we gonna do when a Fun Country person comes in? What's our signal? What kind of teamwork are we going to have? What kind of group selling are we going to have? What are we going to do for that? What about Control Country? Well, I hate selling Control Country people because they tend to be jerks, right? Okay, that's me. That's how I'm wired. What about you? Well, I love them. Okay, here's what we're going to do for Control Country people when they come in. I hate it when the engineers come in. They want to know all of these details. I don't even know this stuff about diamonds. They come in with stuff from Blue Nile. They know more stuff. I'll tell you what. I'll take that because I've been through the GIA Diamond course. I know what I'm talking about, and I've got the patience to deal with them. So let's get a good conversation in our stores going about how to deal with each other, understand each other, but then how to close more sales by speaking the customer's language.